Looking for a sanctuary just to call my own. Too long a fool, too long a rolling stone. Trying to find a quiet place where I can heal my soul. I need your hand just to take control. I'm not so wise, don't have the key. I'm not so strong, and I'm not so free. Trying to find a sanctuary just to call my own. Too long a fool, too long a rolling stone. Too long a fool, too long a rolling stone. Yeah. Hey y'all, do guitars have emotions or feelings or a psyche? That's an interesting question. You know, if you're a guitar player, sometimes you will pick up, especially with an acoustic, you will pick it up and it just won't sound right. It just doesn't sound right to your ear. And you tune it and you tune it perfectly, and there's just something off about the sound. What is that? Now, I had that problem, and then like this guitar, sometimes it sounds great and other times it sounds terrible. Is that just me or is that the guitar? That's a good question, man. And I've been trying to get an answer for it. And one of the solutions that I came up with is, while I'm not out there, I'm not a new ager, I don't believe guitars can think or have cognitive abilities, I do believe that guitars are moody. And you might think I'm crazy for saying that, but if you're a guitar player, you might kind of understand. Because sometimes you can play a guitar and it sounds awesome. Other times you pick up that same guitar and it just doesn't feel right. And I went online and I've researched it and I've looked it up, and I read all kinds of stuff about it's the intonation of the guitar, it's the action of the strings, how high they're set, it's the strings are worn out, the strings aren't wound properly, all that good stuff. Listen, I've been winding strings on guitars for 40 years now, man. I've been stringing. I think I know how to string a guitar, and I think I know how to tune a guitar. And I don't think those people know what I mean. They don't understand what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is it's so deep. Especially these acoustics. This is a Martin here. Martin. I've got a Gibson. I like a good, well-made, handmade acoustic guitar. So I've got this Martin, I've got a Gibson acoustic, and I've got a Taylor acoustic, and they're all beautiful guitars. And they all sound great. But sometimes with each one of those guitars, sometimes they're off, sometimes they're on. Sometimes I'll want to pick up a guitar and play it, and it just won't. So I'll grab another guitar. That one that I tried to play doesn't sound good. Grab another guitar, it sounds great. Next time it might be the other way around. I don't think there's a scientific explanation for that. I think guitars do have moods. I think guitars do want to be played sometimes, and other times they don't want to cooperate and they don't want to sound great. And I know some people are going to watch this and say, I'm out of my mind. But there's other people who are going to get it, other guitar players who are going to understand. And if you have experienced this, please let me know. Please comment on it. You know, if you're one of those people who tells me, oh, well, you know, I'm not tuning it properly, I'm not stringing it properly, I'm not, you know, I need to look at the action of the strings, you know, I don't want to be mean, but you can keep your opinion to yourself, because that's not what I'm talking about. I understand all of that, and I understand, you know, that all of that can affect how a guitar sounds, but that's not what I'm talking about here. So this video is mainly for my guitar playing brothers and sisters who understand what I'm talking about. And, you know, it could be the types of wood that are used. It could be expansion and contraction during when it's humid, when it's hot, when it's cold. All of that, I think, plays into it. Like, I've noticed it can be harder to tune a guitar in really humid conditions because the strings really loosen up and they can go out of tune easily. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about here. I'm just talking about, man, you know, I don't name my guitars, you know, and but each of them have their own distinct thing, you know, and obviously every guitar sounds different in its own way. But that's why, you know, I like the handmade guitars, and I like the ones that maybe cost a little bit more, because you're rewarded with a warmer, richer sound. But I'm a little bit of a stickler for, you know, I can tell when a guitar is not well made when somebody plays it. And I can tell when a guitar is really well made. And these guitars that I have are really, now sometimes they don't sound good. That's because of me. You know, if I'm doing a video and I maybe hit a bad note or something, but it's not the guitar's fault. So those are my thoughts on that. I'd be interested to hear what some of y'all think about that who are guitar players. And I'm not really, these demo videos I'm putting up of my songs, I'm not really satisfied with the sound of those because I'm not mic'd up on those. The guitar's not mic'd, my voice isn't mic'd. So you're not really getting high quality sound on these videos, and I'm working on rectifying that and changing it. I am going to be micing up my guitar and my voice. And hopefully the sound will be clearer and better, and you will appreciate it more, those of you. And those of you who watch my videos, I really appreciate it. And I would really be encouraged by getting some more subscribers because I'm going to be putting up more tunes. And, you know, I have a lot of different influences, and a lot of my songs are different. Like that one I was just playing, which is called Too Long a Rolling Stone, is different than God Bless California or Mr. Monster Man. It's more of a soul song. Though, you know, Mr. Monster Man, I don't even know what that is. That just came out one day. It's kind of a rap folk song, sort of. And then, you know, God Bless California is more of a California sound, folk country rock sound to it. So, you know, I've been influenced by a lot of different kinds of music all my life. And when I sit down to write a song, I don't really know how it's going to come out sounding. But that's one of the mysteries of songwriting. And it's one of the great joys of songwriting is the evolution of a song once you start getting the lyrics down and the music. There's an evolution that takes place. You tweak it, and over a certain amount of time, it's not a set amount of time, before you start playing the song for other people, it goes through a evolutionary process of, let me try this chord that's different. Let me change the words over here. Let me, you know, do this, tweak it in this way, tweak the tuning, try a different chord here, different chord progression, maybe go up an octave, down an octave. So it's a mystical experience. and it's a mystery experience, writing songs, arranging songs, and it's a wonderful thing. So those of you who are working at it, I encourage you to work at it and to work hard at your craft. I'm trying to become excellent at the craft of songwriting. As I said, I've been writing songs for, probably since I was knee-high to a June bug, back in the late 70s, early 80s, and was when I really started to seriously work on writing songs. And when I go back and I look at the lyrics to those songs back then, some of them are really good. Some of them, I don't know if I caught lightning in a bottle and was able to get down a good lyric, but other ones are kind of embarrassing. But, that's all part of starting out, and over the years you hone your craft and you work on it, you work for excellence, or at least you should. So that's what I try to do, baby. So let me know what you think about the whole guitars having emotions thing, and sound, and the sounds of guitars changing sometimes, and being great sometimes and being not so great other times. Am I out there, or am I making sense to you? I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, my brothers and sisters, I love you. I thank you for watching my videos. I ask you to subscribe if you like them, and we'll go through the journey together, all right? All right, man.